following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, our numbers continue to go up, and, of course, we still have states like Florida and New York and Michigan. I don't have all the numbers yet for today, but they're spiking again. And let's see here. We're at, as of this morning, 32,690,769 infections, 20,000 of which so far this morning were new infections since yesterday, 20,000 new ones since yesterday, and it's only kind of halfway through the day. And then dead, we have 584,461. We went up a couple thousand dead in the last couple of days. Okay, now let's look at India. They're the ones really going crazy. India here. Yesterday, they had a peak of 314,835 new infections, okay, a third of a million infections yesterday, and they had 1,761 dead. Well, now they're saying today they're headed towards 9 million infections today, okay, is what they're saying. So we'll see by tomorrow if they reach that. And so this is kind of crazy. You're talking about 200,000 infections, new infections an hour. Okay, what is going on here? Well, remember that during the Spanish flu in 1918, the Indians had the worst record. In 6 months' time, they lost 20 million dead. They didn't have enough wood to cremate all these bodies, so they're just throwing the bodies in the rivers, and it's damming up the rivers. The rivers would be plugged with all these bodies and started flooding and everything. It was a big mess. They had 110 million new infections in India, okay, in 1918. And in the beginning here, we thought, well, Indians getting away. You know, right now they're only at 16 million infections. They're half the number of infections we have, and they have 5 times the population. They have 1.4 billion people, okay? And they have 184,657 dead. So what's going on here? Well, they're saying they got all these variants. They got 4 variants in India, and you know they're claiming that the vaccinations don't work against these variants. Well, that's because they have 29 states. I've looked at this when this whole pandemic thing started because I was wondering if India was going to have the same problem they had before. It turns out India has 29 states and 7 territories. The northern 9 states have 95% of their deaths and 87% of their infections. The southern 20 states and 7 territories have 5% of the deaths and only 14% of the infections. What's the difference? They're the same homogeneous people. They're not different races or cultures or anything like that, but they do eat differently because after the First World War and Second World War, northern India was occupied almost for 100-plus years by England, and they brought them wheat, barley, rye, and oats and showed them how to plant it and how to grow it and all that kind of stuff. And they've been living on wheat, barley, rye, and oats for over 100 years as a result. Okay? And so their villi are dead in their intestines, and they don't supplement in the north. In the south, they do supplement because they eat seaweed, which are getting these trace minerals, in the algae and the seaweed and that kind of stuff, which your bone marrow likes, and that helps your bone marrow make white blood cells and red blood cells, platelets, and antibodies. So this is not difficult. Okay? We need to get rid of all the bad stuff, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, oats, no sugar. Get on the 90 essential nutrients. And 2 things are going to happen. Number one, if you are taking the vaccine, you're going to respond to the vaccine properly. If if you're not taking to the vaccine, there's so many of these Asian countries that haven't done anything with the vaccines, and yet they have the lowest number of infections. Let's look at Taiwan, for instance, in Florida. They both have about 22 million people. Taiwan, very classic Asian island nation, and Florida, about 22 million people each. Taiwan has 10 dead. Florida has 34,000 dead. Taiwan has 1,000 infections. Florida has 2.2 million infections. Goodness gracious, why the raging difference? Well, Taiwan lives like an Asian. They live on maize, corn, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed. And in Florida, depending on what county you're looking at, you got 40, 50, 60% Latinos, blacks, and indigenous peoples, all of whom live on wheat, barley, rye, and oats. It's not a racial thing, okay? It's not a gender thing. It has to do with what you eat. Okay, if you're eating rice and beans and squash and seaweed, you're going to do better because your bone marrow can get all this good stuff. But if you're living on wheat, barley, rye, and oats, it kills your intestines, so you can't absorb nutrition, and even if you're supplementing. So this is what's going on here. And you compare states and counties and this and the other similar populations. If you pick them that have raging differences in their diets, it's a huge, huge difference. Okay, that's the problem. It's the diet. Okay, you have to support the immune system if you want to survive, whether you're taking the vaccination or not. And then, of course, we have Texas and we have Vietnam. Vietnam, well, let's look at Vietnam and the Philippines. I did a big Zoom on the Philippines last night, and the Philippines have 100 million people. Okay, the Philippines have 100 million people, and the Vietnamese have 97 million people, very close. Well, the Filipinos have 971,000, almost a million infections, and 16,000 dead. And, of course, when you look at the, that's Filipinos, when you look at the Vietnamese, same population, 97 million, they have 35 dead and only 2,600 infections. What's the difference? Rice diet versus wheat diet.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If weight loss is your goal, try Youngevity Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat. Used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management. For optimal health, with this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day.
So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And, you know, in these times, it's a good thing to avoid all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, brown oats, no sugar, so you can maximize absorption of the nutrients you need to maintain and enhance your immune system. You want to defend yourself, whether you're getting the vaccination or not. Remember, most of these Asian people don't get the vaccination, yet they do very well, okay, when it comes to reducing the risk of getting the infections and dying, even if they're not getting the vaccinations. Vaccinations don't kill bugs, okay? They just alert the body to bad DNA and RNA in the bugs. And then you want to take the 90 essential nutrients. Don't assume eating well is enough. Any doctor who told you just eat well, you get everything you need just by eating well, should be put in jail, okay, because that's not true. Plants only need 3 minerals to give the farmer the maximum yields, and farmers get paid by tons and bushels, so that's all they're going to do, NPK, okay? That's very simple. So what I want you to do is do 2 things. Get rid of the bad foods, take your 90 essential nutrients, and 2 things are going to happen here. Just remember, you're going to support your immune system whether you are choosing to take the vaccination or not. Okay, either way, you're going to get benefit by taking the 90 essential nutrients and avoiding the bad foods. Secondly, during wars and pandemics and things like that, there's a high percentage of babies born with birth defects, okay, because people don't even come close to eating right. They don't supplement. They do a lot of drinking and all this, that, and the other. And so the babies don't have a chance. They require an enormous amount of nutrition in the first 90 days of pregnancy. Remember, my thesis on 20,000 autopsies is in the Smithsonian Institute as a national treasure because I showed there are no genetically transmitted diseases. There are no genetically transmitted birth defects. They're all nutritional deficiency diseases. There's no autoimmune diseases. They're all nutritional deficiency diseases. That's why my thesis is in the Smithsonian Institute as a national treasure. So you got to take care of any babies that come along. I mean, every birth defect you can name. Oh, it's just too bad, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, limb defects, heart defects, okay, sickle cell anemia, thalassemia, and then you have all these gender issues. Remember that your gender is determined by, what equipment you have between your legs, but then also your hypothalamus, your brain, tells you who to chase for sex. So if you have an underdevelopment of the hypothalamus, anything can go wrong. So you can be transgender, you can be bi, you can be, all these variations when all that sort of stuff is avoidable. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. And I urge everybody to take care of themselves, and that way if a baby does come along, you have the best chance of having what would be considered a normal baby. Okay, let's see here. Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got a story headlined, "A combination of active plant compound and a form of vitamin E shows promise as an anti-cancer treatment." In a study, Malaysian researchers investigated the anti-cancer activities of y-tocotrienol, form of vitamin E, found in plants, and 6-gingerol, the active component in ginger. Tocotrienols can inhibit the growth of various malignancies, including breast, lung, ovary, prostate, liver, brain, colon, and pancreas cancers. 6-gingerol, on the other hand, has anti-tumor activities against renal, colon, and melanoma tumors. They looked at the effectiveness of these anti-cancer agents and the mechanisms underlying their beneficial effects. So all published in the Journal of Natural Medicines. And based on their findings, they concluded that bioactive compounds like y-tocotrienol and 6-gingerol can be effectively used to suppress cancer cell growth. So there you go.
Well, thank you. And, of course, again, people want to understand this and get more information. They can go to the 4 books, the quartet of books. Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, very important here in what you just reported, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and then also Passport to Aromatherapy, which are liquid forms of some of the extracts of seeds and plants and fruit and berries and so forth. And you need information, is what it amounts to. And so get a hold of those 4 books, including It's All in Your Head, and add many health. You can add 25 to 50 healthful years to your life Information is everything. Knowledge is everything. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health among others for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local longevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 Black Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll free, 1-888-379-2552. And don't forget, in these pandemic times, wash your hands, wear your mask, distance yourself. You choose whether or not you're going to get the vaccination or not. Eat right, okay? Get away from gluten. And you do want to use our hand sanitizer. Okay, it comes in little 2-ounce bottles you can take with you. I like the pint one, which we put on a cart right at the door. Use it coming in, going out. Take the little 2-ounce ones with me. And also the colloidal silver. 2 droppers full under my tongue, 30 minutes for each meal, 30 minutes for bedtime. I've been doing that for 25 years. And listen, between the diet, the supplement program, and the hand sanitizer, the mask, and my colloidal silver, I am good to go. 82 years old, no pre-existing conditions. And I am kicking But, okay, let's see. Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, things are again spiking a little bit again. And so, what, people, they get overconfident or they get complacent or whatever. Well, things are going okay and nothing bad's happening. And they start cheating a little bit, and suddenly now they get the bug. What do you tell people on these extended, long-term pandemics that just wear people out? What do you tell them? How do you keep going, and how do you stay right with the diet and the supplement program?
Well, you got to be gluten-free for one thing, but you got to take, vitamin C, zinc, killer biotics. I mean, regularly. You got to take it every day. You're not going to make it.
Yeah, that's part of supporting your immune system with nutrition.
Yep.
And then you support your immune system by killing the bugs directly with the colloidal silver and, of course, our hand sanitizer. And you've been doing this for 30-plus years, right?
Yep. Actually,
okay.
Longer than that. Yeah, because I took stuff even before I met you. Everybody laughed at me. Even then, I thought, we'll see who laughs last, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and, of course, I have seen so many people who were just wonderful people. I just loved them. They were brothers and sisters, and not blood brothers and sisters, but brothers and sisters, in many things. And yet they're gone. They've died. I mean, many of them, guys and gals, who have died in their 40s and 50s and 60s. And it was because they just didn't pay attention to the details, because they just thought we were nuts paying attention to the details. Oh, people have been eating this way forever. Don't worry about it. It was their attitude.
Yeah.
And you look at India, they are paying the price big time right now because they got complacent, and it's scaring the world. India is scaring the world. Of course, they had the biggest deaths and infections during the 1918 Spanish flu, and now they're going to get hit again. And when you have 1.4 billion people packed in like that, and very few of them have vaccinations, I'm just closing my eyes and praying, because it's going to be ugly. When you have 1/3 people get the infections in one night, and 20,000 people die that night, there's something scary there.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And so, do you carry stuff with you when you leave the house?
Well, yeah. I had a whole bag full of pills I took up to the bed and breakfast when we went up there.
I mean, just when you go shopping, do you take your hand sanitizer and your colloidal silver?
Oh, I got stuff in my truck,
Well, there you go.
Thanks.
So you're one of the healthiest truck drivers in America. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 Flat Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. I'm going to spend a little time, again, on population comparisons and their diets and so forth. When you look at Australia, okay, I'm going to be doing a big Zoom for them tonight in Australia. I do it every Friday night. But they have about 25 million people. And then you look at Texas with probably about 28 million people. And Australia has 29,000 infections. Texas has 3 million infections. Australia has 910 dead, and Texas has 50,000 dead. So what's the difference? Well, Australia, even their indigenous peoples, okay, I think it's like 41% indigenous peoples, they live on rice. Even their beer is made from rice. They live on rice and maize and corn and beans and squash and seaweed, okay, kind of thing. They're not really big on wheat, bread, or rye oats, whereas Texas is big on wheat, bread, rye oats. All these, beers and that kind of stuff, and pancakes and waffles and pizza crust and spaghetti and flour tortillas and flour tacos and so on. It's one of those things where it's a dietary thing. And Texas, when you look at their counties, some of them are 40, 50, 60% Latinos, blacks, and again, indigenous peoples, Indians. And so that's the difference between Australia and Texas. Let's look at two Native American populations. Again, we do this all the time, the Navajos and the Ojibways. The Ojibways are very quiet. They live in northern Great Lakes areas of Minnesota, and the Navajos live out in Arizona. And they both have about the same population, about 350,000 in their main reservations. And the Ojibways, they just have been really quiet. They have 0 dead. They have 27 infections. Navajos have 1,200 dead. Okay, that's 1,200 times more than the Ojibways have as far as dead. They have 30,000 infections, so they have 1,000 times more infections than the Ojibways have. So what's the difference? Well, the Ojibways for 400 years have been eating wild rice and algae from the Great Lakes, wild rice and algae from the Great Lakes for 400 years. The Navajos, since 1865, have been eating wheat, rye, and oats. And this is not, this is not difficult to comprehend. And again, when you look at the Filipinos, which I did a Zoom for last night, okay, they have 100 million people, and the Vietnamese have 97 million people, very close. And we talked about this earlier, but a little more. the Filipinos are just about at 1 million infections and 16,000 dead. The Vietnamese are 35 dead and 2,000 infections. So what's the difference? The Vietnamese still live like Asians and live on rice and beans and squash and maize and seaweed. And most of the Filipinos, because we have so many military bases there, we've been there since the First World War, the Second World War, the Korean War, the Vietnamese War. We have I went to the Philippines many times when I was in the Air Force, and they have, of course, the Navy bases there and Army bases. And so all these fast food places and big heavy-duty restaurants, which they say they try to appeal to all of the other people, so they give out all these wheat-bearing things. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to North Carolina. And Parker, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Parker, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking my call. I'm calling on behalf of a dear friend of mine. He's 48 years old. He just had a massive stroke about a week ago, and the left hemisphere of his brain and the right side is paralyzed. I'm calling to get your advice on how can I help him help his body to begin to heal itself.
Okay, well, we got to run to a break here. Hang on, I'll be back with you. I need more details after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. If you've ever had trouble getting into the show, I do have an open line. Call us at 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 Flat Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll free, 1-888-379-2552. And Doug, let's go right back to North Carolina and Parker. Okay, Parker, I need to know how old your friend is. Oh, you said he's 48. How much does he weigh, and how tall is he, that kind of thing?
He weighs 280 pounds roughly. He is roughly 5'8". I guess a little bit more about him. He had a pacemaker put in him about a year ago. He has gout, high blood pressure, AFib. The stroke happened on the left side of his brain. His right
side. Okay, now stop.
Okay.
Now, was the stroke from a bleed, from a ruptured aneurysm, or is it a blood clot?
I believe it's from a blood clot.
Yeah, because there are two different nutritional deficiencies. One nutritional deficiency causes a blood clot. The other nutritional deficiency causes a ruptured aneurysm. So I need to know that. Thank you. And then gout, okay. You said AFib. Did he ever complain about ringing in his ears or balance problems?
Yeah, he did have a slight ringing in his ear. We had that conversation a little while ago.
Okay. And did he ever complain about skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea, any of that kind of stuff?
No skin problems.
Okay. Any gut problems, constipation, diarrhea, celiac disease, ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Yes, sir. He did talk about occasional constipation, things like that.
Oh, okay. All right, Shar, what's going on here with Parker's friend?
Well, he's got all kinds of problems, but he's got a gluten problem. He's got a osteoporosis of the skull. Yeah.
And he's got gout. Yeah. Okay.
And he needs to clean his diet up big time.
Big time. Yep.
The fact that he's so much overweight shows that he's got.
Yeah, he's 100 pounds. Yeah, he's 100 pounds overweight.
That's a gluten problem right there.
Yep, and of course that puts him at danger if he gets the
virus.
COVID infection. Yeah, the virus pandemic thing. Obesity is one of the biggest pre-existing conditions that make things turn out bad. Of course, he's got bowel problems. He got either irritable bowel syndrome or constipation or something like that, which is an indicator of gluten. And so, what would you do for all his issues?
Well, he's got to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind. And then, to save him money, I'd get him on 2 healthy brain and heart packs and 1 healthy bone and joint pack. And then he's going to have to add Ultimate Daily Classic.
And I'd have him take 3 of those 3 times a day because he's had a stroke. So I'd have him take 3 times a day. Okay, it's 3 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classics. Okay, that's for the blood vessels and blood clots and that kind of stuff.
For the rebuilding his part.
Bone marrow.
Yep, and I get him on the Fucoid Z too. And
Fucoid Z. He could take 3 of those twice a day.
Vitamin D3 for absorption. He needs that really bad too.
Yeah, 3 of those 3 times a day. 3 bottles a month. And let's see here. What would you do? Let's see here. To help him lose weight, and what would you do for the gout?
Okay, well, to help him lose weight, he can take 1 or 2 meals a day and use it with that keto, either bars or the shake, or both.
Yeah, I'd start him out with 1 meal a day, and because people is kind of freaky if they jump right into 2 meals a day. So it's 1 meal a day, and after a month, if he kind of is comfortable with it, he can go to 2 meals a day. Doesn't have to be the same meals every day. But either the bar or the shake, not both at the same time. That defeats the purpose. And when you have gout, that's because he's eating too many things with uric acid in it. Seafood, shellfish,
right.
Like lobster and crab and shrimp and stuff like that's got to go. Clams and oysters, they have to go. Beans have to go. And get rid of all that uric acid out of his diet. And what would you give him for pain and that kind of stuff in his joints?
Well, he can get the CM cream and mix it with some
trauma oil.
Trauma oil, yeah. Okay, yeah, that'll work, and use that.
Yeah, the CM cream, trauma oil, to mix 1 teaspoon of the CM cream and 5-6 drops of the trauma oil. Mix up real good and put that on his knees or hips or shoulders or wrists or wherever he's got pain. And then call us every couple of weeks, if you would, Parker, and give us a running tabulation of what's going on. We want to know his weight. We want to know his blood pressure. We want to know how his gout is doing. And if he's really doing the diet and doing the supplement program, he can resolve all of these issues within 90 days. I always tell people, give us 90 days. Some of them will be gone in 2 weeks, and then some of them will take 90 days. And so he will be a great testimony and a great story for a lot of people, because middle-aged people get all this stuff, and they go to like 5 different specialists, and they're on 14 different prescription drugs, which just manage the diseases. They don't get rid of them. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to New York. And Gary, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Gary, you're on the air.
Yes, what an honor to speak with you, Dr. Wallach. Good day to you.
Well, thank you. You're very kind. How can we help you?
I'm 74 years old, and I'm struggling with 2 cataracts, 1 in each eye. My right eye, I can't see anything, and the left eye, I've lost about 70% of my vision.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if you
anything
can
else?
make a recommendation.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Anything else you got? Anything else you got? High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, anything going on?
I have arthritis very bad in one knee, and I have trouble with blood circulation in my veins. You know, I have weakness, and I have.
Okay. Do you have varicose veins?
No, not varicose veins, but just that I'm very weak in my legs, and I have a history of low back problems. I had osteophytes protruding into my neurocanal, but that's gone. But
okay,
I
quickly,
still
how much do you weigh? Gary, how much do you weigh?
190. I'm
How tall?
5'11".
Okay, that's about right.
5'11".
Okay. So, Charmaine, what would you do for Gary here? He's got back issues. He's got peripheral neuropathies in his feet and legs. He's got circulation issues. He's got arthritis. He claims he's got cataracts. I'd go to another eye doctor and double check and make sure that there are, in fact, cataracts there, okay? Because there's all kinds of things that can be making you lose your vision, including ONA, optic nerve atrophy, which has nothing to do with cataracts. So I'd go to another eye doctor at the other end of town who's not a fishing buddy of your eye doctor, and see what another doctor says. Examine your eyes and tell you something. Okay, so what would you do for Gary, Charmaine?
Well, I get him on a gluten-free diet, no wheat, barley, rye, oats, no fried foods, no oils, and no burnt animal fat. And then to save money, I get him on one healthy bone and joint pack and one healthy brain and heart pack. And I would add to it MSM, Fucoid Z, and vitamin D3 for absorption. And did I say Ultimate Daily Classic? He needs
Ultimate
that.
Daily Classic, he needs 3 of those twice a day, yep.
Yep. And all those things should help him. They should work. If he takes, if he's faithful and adheres to the diet, it all should work.
Yep. But get that second opinion on the cataracts before you submit to any surgery or anything like that. And I think you've covered it very well, Charmaine. And so give us a call every couple of weeks. Give us a status report because people in middle age, 50, 60, 70 years old, these are very, very common combinations of things. They're all nutritional deficiencies. And so, the back issues, the arthritis, the peripheral neuropathies, circulation, eye issues, they all go away. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to Indiana. And Maddie, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Maddie, you're on the air.
Hi,
How can we help you? Hi.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I have a young man that's 6 feet, weighs 202 pounds, 59 years old. Is experiencing erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, poor circulation in the left leg, having brain imbalance and varicose veins. But he's been on the Healthy Start Pack 2.0. He has gotten rid of the 10 bad foods. He's been taking the Ultimate Daily, and he's been taking MCT oil for brain health.
Okay. How old is he?
59.
Okay. And how tall is he and what does he weigh?
He's 6 feet and he weighs 202 pounds.
Okay. All right. This is actually quite simple. Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So what would you do for Maddie's friend? Okay. He's 6 foot tall. He's 202 pounds, 59 years old, and he's got erectile dysfunction. He's got a balance problem. There's a clue. And he's got, did you say he's got blood pressure issues? Does he have any blood pressure issues?
No, varicose veins and poor circulation in his left leg. He said he was going to have an MRI done Tuesday.
Okay. And does he have arthritis and low back stuff?
No.
Okay. All right. So what would you do for this guy, Charmaine? He's got varicose veins. He's got balance issues. Does he ever complain about ringing in the ears?
No ringing in the ears.
Okay. Does he have any gray hair or white hair?
Well, he's actually cut all his hair off. So, no, not at this time.
Okay. Does he have any in his beard or mustache?
Yes.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if it's his armpits, his mustache, or the top of his head. If it's gray, it's gray, right? Okay.
Right.
So Charmaine, what would you do? What would you do for this guy, Charmaine? He's got white hair. He's got circulation problems. He's got ED, which kind of goes along with that, erectile dysfunction. 202 pounds. What would you do for him?
I would get him on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats. No fried foods. No burnt animal fat, and no oils. And then I would, to save him money, I'd get him on one healthy brain and heart pack and one healthy bone and joint pack, and then I would add to it the Zeratest.
Zeratest, 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month, okay?
Yes, and Ultimate Daily Classic, very important.
3 of those twice a day. That's going to help circulation everywhere. And, of course, erection requires good circulation and arterial blood supply, okay? So Ultimate Daily Classic, 3 twice a day, 2 bottles a month.
And some MSM. And,
MSM, okay. That's going to help with the back issues and also the veins and arteries and stuff.
And vitamin D3 for absorption. He needs that.
Okay, well, there you go. Vitamin D3 for absorption. And let's see, I'm trying to think. What special things does he need to eat to get enough cholesterol to make testosterone?
Lots of eggs.
Yeah, he needs 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolks. Hard-boiled eggs don't count. Fried eggs cause cancer. So the eggs have to be soft-boiled, soft-poached, soft scrambled in butter. I like mine soft scrambled, so soft in butter that, you just use a egg beater on them and put them in my drink. They go in the drink very easily because they're liquid. And so I'm very happy about that. And, of course, I'm 82 years old, and I don't have any problems in those areas because I've been doing this for 73 years gluten-free and 73 years in the 90 essential nutrients. I take all of these, even though I don't have any of the pre-existing conditions, I take probably 9 or 10 of these secret sauces for vascular issues, for joint issues, for, what do you think about his age? What do you think about giving him some Fucoid Z capsules also, 3 of those twice a day, that's 2 bottles a month. That's going to help his bone marrow function very good. And then call us every couple of weeks if you would, Hattie, and give us an update, and we'll walk through this with you. Well, thank you so much, Charmaine. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.